Hey guys, it's Tikible here, back with another video. And today I'm going to show you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I think, different farms, like crop farms, to build in your worlds. They're pretty good. And let's get into the video. And this is the first farm I'm going to show you. It's a kelp farm. It's pretty simple. And basically how it works is the kelp grows up there, and then it grows up to the observer, and then the observer detects that, makes the piston fire, and then I'm not actually quite sure how fast it goes, but yeah, then it grows, and then the water floats it up, and then it goes off the edge. So it's pretty simple, and I don't need that. And now I'm going to show you how to build it. You need 6 blocks of your choice, and technically 8, but I like to use glass because then you can see the kelp. 1 piston, 1 redstone dust, 1 observer, 1 hopper, 3 signs, or like enough signs, I'll show you when we get there, 1 storage device, and then obviously 1 kelp, and also, not quite sure how I forgot this, 1 water bucket, or ice if you want to use ice. But yeah, I use a water bucket, and
Dated to
yeah, I know. And when I do the tutorial, I'm going to do it in survival, because I'm assuming you're going to make this in survival as well. So, I'm going to start off just with the back wall. So you do 1 block, a piston, and then an observer facing like that, so that the face is there. And then 1 block behind the piston with redstone dust on top of it. And then glass goes here, so there's a 1 block gap. And then you can put blocks like that. And I need 1 more block. But basically you'd be building this at a wall. That's how I'm showing you. And then water like that. Did that actually go down? Okay, it did. Good. Yeah, the piston is going to go. Well, yeah, I guess. If you want to use a wall like this, then there we go. There's your signs, and then you can put your hopper and storage device down here, like that. Simple as that. And also you can do more next to it. I think I'll go in creative for this, though.
your game mode has been updated to creative. Set own game mode to creative.
So you can also expand this. So you can expand it like this, the exact same, except it's just beside it. See? Super simple. Put the water up there, and the kelp, and now you have a double, so it's pretty easy. On to the next one. And now for a pumpkin or melon automatic farm thing. I don't know what to call it. But basically this one I had to completely redesign, because the normal ways you would make one of these is like this, and redstone, right? You'd normally do this, have the stem here, and then it grows onto here. But in Bedrock Edition, observers don't detect when the stem updates, whatever. So I had to make a slight redesign. This is my own design, like all of these, for the most part, I think. But basically, how it works is when a pumpkin grows, then this grows and powers that, and then the observer sees that and powers the piston. Now, how to build it. Here's the materials. 17 blocks of your choice, 8 redstone dust, 7 dirt, 4 pumpkin seeds or melon seeds, a hoe just to make it farmland, 3 redstone torches, 3 redstone lamps, 3 observers, 3 pistons, 1 lever, and then 4 water sources. All this stuff is 3 because this has 3 modules to it. And yeah, let's get into building. I'm going to do it in creative just because, well, you just have to trust me that it's pretty simple. So we're going to start off with 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm going to start off with that. And then you kind of make a checkerboard pattern like that. Where did my water go? There we go. Water in all these holes. And this is where your farmland goes. and then pumpkin seeds like that. And we're done with all that. So there we go. And then on these blocks, the quartz, or any block I guess, I'm using quartz, go pistons facing towards the grass or dirt, and on top of those is observers so you can see their wonderful face, and then also blocks behind the pistons like that, and then redstone dust like that. And then in front of the observers you have lamps like that, with torches on them, on their face. I guess they don't really have a face, but they kind of do. And then at the dirt you're gonna put quartz. I keep going ahead of what I'm saying just because I'm excited, I guess, I don't know. But then you put blocks and then redstone so that it's powered like that. And then now this is just for an on and off system. If you want that, you don't need it. But then you put a lever on the middle one with dust going out like that so that you can turn it on and off. And I'm just gonna get some bone meal to grow these up. Obviously you can bone meal them or just use it like this. And I already got one, not quite sure why it went backwards. You can't really control where the pistons push them. If you want, you can put blocks like that. This is just me experimenting as we go. And then obviously you can put like a minecart hopper underneath. And this is the next one. It's like an automatic cactus farm. It's pretty simple and probably you've already seen it. I think this might be the only thing so far. No, it's probably not. But this might be the one of the ones that I haven't created myself. So basically the cactus grows and hits this block and then gets jumped off into the water, which goes into the hopper. It's pretty simple, and for whatever reason I used to build these in every single world I made, even though I had no use for cactus. But anyways, now how to build it. You're going to need 44 blocks of your choice, 16 sand, 16 cactus, 4 water buckets with 2 hoppers and 1 storage device. And now to build it, you're going to start with a block, well, actually 9 blocks, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then you're going to turn a corner. Don't place the corner block, and then another 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then basically just complete the square. Okay, now that you have the square filled in, super simple, just like that. Then in all of the corners, you're going to be putting a water source like that, and then you'll have 1 open spot there. And then you're not really a checkerboard, is kind of just like this. I don't know how to explain it, but like sand like this. So then if you drop a block in any spot other than on the sand, like that beautiful example, then they will all make their way to the center. And then on all of the sands you can put cactus, and this is kind of obvious, I feel, and I made those too high. So then there's your cactus, and then now you're going to put in the blocks that break it. So you're going to do it like this. I don't know why it's glitching out. So you're going to do it like that, in between the first row and the second row, and then in between the third row and fourth row. And you're going to do that. I already got one, but my tick speed's up, so, you know. This isn't the most efficient farm, but you can't really make an efficient farm for cactus anyways. So then in the middle, you put a hopper, and then you can go down, starting 2 blocks out. Just, since there is water, you want to avoid it, so. You just go down like this, 2 blocks out, down 1 each time, and then you go until you see your hopper, and you can place another hopper and your storage device. And I already have a cactus. I don't know if that was the old one. And now this next one, this is actually going to be the last one because this video is getting pretty long. So I'm going to end it here, and I'm probably going to have a part 2 for the other 2. I might add one more just to make that one better. But this is going to be part 1 of 2, hopefully. because it's getting kind of long. But yeah, this is my cocoa bean farm. I made it pretty cool. It's like bone meal, so it's AFK if you wanted. And as I usually do when I make something, I get curious and then I'm like, I wonder how everyone else has done. So I type that thing into Google Images, and from what I found, this could possibly be the best one. It might also not be. I didn't check Java because I always only check Bedrock because that's what I play on. So there might be a better one on Java, I don't know. It might be the same design, because if you find a super cool design, chances are someone else found it, so, you know. But anyways, how it works is you turn it on, and then the jungle log goes back and forth as you're placing cocoa beans, and it bone meals it, and then breaks it, and is pretty good. Now how to build it. And now for how to build this super awesome cocoa bean farm. You're going to start off just with a dispenser facing up, and then an observer looking at the dispenser, facing into a dropper, which has another observer looking at it, going into another dropper, and an observer looking at that dropper, and then another dispenser facing downwards, facing downwards like that, going into another observer, which is looking at it, into your one and only block of choice. It just has to be a solid block so that redstone can pass through it. And then under that, you're going to put a sticky piston with your jungle log words in my dictionary. So, yeah, and then an observer looking at that piston with another observer going that way. And now it basically formed a clock. So how we're going to turn it off is just by putting a lever here on this dropper, and then flicking it turns it off, like that. And now we're just going to hook up some hoppers. This is for the bone meal. And I think that's everything. I did the maths, and this gets you about almost 12,000 cocoa beans an hour. So like 3 or so stacks a minute of just doing this. So it's pretty good. Does this one have bone meal? It doesn't waste any bone meal, by the way. Okay, now that I have fixed my bone meal issues, they both now have plenty of bone meal. If we turn it on, then it goes pretty fast. You can't really put a hopper or anything under it because the hopper minecart would take from the dispenser with the bone meal instead. Obviously, you could redesign it so that the dispenser is on the side, and then you could, but I wanted these to be basically tileable. Without the hoppers, you could. They are tileable, but also, like, why do you need tileable? Unless you have a bunch of slaves that are all getting your cocoa beans. So, yeah. And that is the end of this video. If you are going to build these, hit the like button down below. Feel free. And also, normally I only upload other videos, not Blocktionary, every other Saturday, but since there will be a part 2 that will be coming out next Saturday, unless I am throwing up, then I probably won't. But if it's ready, then it will be, so yeah. That'll come out next Saturday, so be ready for that. That will be featuring a pretty good crop farm and a mushroom farm. And since that doesn't have very much, I'm probably going to make like a berry farm. And maybe a flower farm. Yeah, I think we'll do that. Okay. Good planning on my part. And yeah, that's the end. See ya. Wait, no. Gotta go in F5, sorry. I was not prepared for the end to be that soon. And that's the end. See ya.